Namaste, Vanakkam, and hello to you, one and all. My name is Abhi, Astro In with Abhi, Oneness in Astrology and Spirituality, bringing in awareness by Abhi. If you haven't as yet, please subscribe to my channel, hit the like and share button, and comment if you've enjoyed the session, or if you have any questions that you'd like me to answer, please drop them on the comment section and I will definitely answer them. Now, without further ado, I'm going to talk about Shiv Shakti and how to realize that force which is within you. Let's call it Shakti, which is the same thing as force, which is the same thing as spirit, which is the same thing as a Holy Spirit, which is the same thing as energy itself. How to realize your true potential, your true energy. Now, if we have to break it down scientifically, we've got the sun, we've got the moon. You've got the sun, which is an electric force, and we've got the moon, which is a magnetic force. You've got the sun, which is positive, and the moon that is negative. You've got the sun that is giving you energy, and you've got the moon that is taking away energy. So this is the duality. This is the positive and the negative, whatever you may call it. This is the blue pill and red pill. This is how this whole universe is working. But how do you realize a true force within you? That's the question, which is Shakti. Now, in order to realize Shakti, one has to become Shiva. And I'm going to explain this to you. If you look at Shiva, what is Shiva? Shiva means that which is not. Shiva is the dissolution of the mind. Shiva means when the logic, the mind, and everything that is happening in the head becomes one absolute nothingness, where there is no thought, a thoughtless thought, where there is just a state of being. Through meditation, one can attain such a level of consciousness. Over a considerable period of time, one can begin to dissolve the mind at his or own will very quickly. So whatever is happening in your head is all thought. Once the head has absolutely no thoughts, I call this Shiva. Shiva means that is which is beyond the senses. When there is no thought, the senses are brought to a standstill. That is Shiva, one who has risen beyond the Shiva. It's only from this point realization can happen. It's only from this point that you are realizing your true self. It's only from this point totality can be understood through the dissolution of the false self, which is the ego, which is the false mind, the logic. In the dissolution of the ego, which is the false self, one becomes Shiva. And as a consequence, over a considerable period of time, this is the awakening process. The awakening process is the rising of the Shakti and the stimulation of the pineal gland, and awareness is a consequence. And this is how you realize your true self, which is no different from the source itself, right? It's just a spark coming from the fire itself. Once you understand this here, your awareness levels increase and you have access to attain higher dimensions of consciousness, which is a great possibility for every single one of us. However, we have been misunderstood of what Shiv Shakti actually is. We've been misunderstood of what our true father is, or who our source of creator is, or the creation itself is. Hence, we do not know how to use what we already have within us. This is how powerful we are. We are the Shiva and Shakti, but the Shakti can only be realized once you dissolve the Shiva. And I really hope this makes sense to you. And how you go about becoming Shiva is through the dissolution of the mind. One needs to meditate. One needs to allow him or herself to become a thoughtless thought, a thoughtless being. One who is not thinking about yesterday, one who is not thinking about tomorrow, but one who is right now at this very moment, because this very moment only exists. One can realize their true force or their true form or who they really are. This is the Shakti. Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Ram, Om Namah Shivaya, Hari Bol and goodbye.